Understanding heat transfer, conduction, convection, and radiation. Heat transfer. Heat always moves from a warmer place to a cooler place. Hot objects in a cooler room will cool to room temperature. Cold objects in a warmer room will heat up to room temperature. Heat transfer methods. Heat transfers in three ways: conduction, convection, radiation. When you heat a metal strip at one end, the heat travels to the other end. As you heat the metal, the particles vibrate. These vibrations make the adjacent particles vibrate, and so on and so on. The vibrations are passed along the metal, and so is the heat. We call this conduction. The outer electrons of metal atoms drift and are free to move. When the metal is heated, this sea of electrons gain kinetic energy and transfer it throughout the metal. Insulators, such as wood and plastic, do not have this sea of electrons, which is why they do not conduct heat as well as metals. What happens to the particles in a liquid or a gas when you heat them? The particles spread out and become less dense. Cooler, more dense fluids sink through warmer, less dense fluids. In effect, warmer liquids and gases rise up. Cooler liquids and gases sink. Where is the freezer compartment put in a fridge? It is put at the top because cool air sinks, so it cools the food on the way down. Freezer compartment. It is warmer at the bottom, so this warmer air rises and a convection current is set up. How does heat energy get from the sun to the earth? Radiation. There are no particles between the sun and the earth, so it cannot travel by conduction or by convection. Radiation travels in straight lines. False. Radiation can travel through a vacuum. False. Radiation requires particles to travel. True. Radiation travels at the speed of light. False. 4 containers were filled with warm water. Which container would have the warmest water after 10 minutes? That old black container would be the warmest after 10 minutes because its shiny surface reflects heat radiation back into the container, so less is lost. The Schink metal container would be the coolest because it is the best at absorbing heat radiation.